Howdy folks, got a sort of a quickie bonus video for you today, as many of you have probably already discovered from numerous other different sources. Christmas crates are back in World of Warships. Wargaming have given me 60 to open, 20 of each type, small, big and huge Santa Claus boxes. They've also given me a list of the possible contents of each of the different types of boxes, but rather than just sit here reading a list, we're just going to go ahead and open the things and see what we get. What's in the box, Jingles? I have no idea. We've got 20 of these to burn through first. These are the huge Santa boxes, so we're going to go ahead and pop the first one and see what's inside. And we have... looks like some kind of camouflage. Yep, New Year's streamer camouflage. No idea what it looks like, we'll find out later on. But the bonuses are pretty nice. 20 of them. So this is probably going to be the most common thing that you're going to find inside the huge Santa boxes. Ooh, what's going on here? And we have 30 Leviathan signal flags. Very, very nice indeed. These are the kind of flags that have only ever really been available in crate drops like this. You certainly can't buy them in the premium shop. Speaking of things that you can't or can no longer buy in the premium shop, there are a couple of ships available in these crates. Ships like the USS Missouri, the Imperator Nikolai, the Gremiashi, the Mikhail Kutuzov, the Belfast, the Kamikaze, and the Julio Cesare. Not that, that's the Monaghan. Tier 6 American Premium Destroyer. And I already have the Monaghan, so in this case, rather than receiving the ship, a 10-point captain and a port slot, I received the gold value of the ship, which is 4,600 gold, a 10-point American captain and a port slot. Oh, got some coal. How much? 12,500. That's not bad. I am saving up for the USS Salem, so I'll take that as well. Now, as well as the list of other ships that I mentioned, the exclusive ultra-rare, can't get them anywhere else ships, oh, and another 2,000 gold. There are, in fact, 56 other premium ships that might drop when you open one of these crates. Now, what I'm not going to do is sit here and reel off a list of 56 different premium ships that might appear in one of these boxes. In fact, given how many that are available, it's probably simpler if I just tell you the ones that are not going to appear in one of these crates. And as far as I've been able to tell, the list of ships that you are not going to see in these crates are limited to ships that must be bought with special currency like steel and reward ships for special achievements. So ranked battles rewards like the USS Flint, not going to appear in one of these crates. Ships that must be purchased with steel like the Stalingrad, probably also the Alaska and the Jean Bart, not going to appear in these crates. But what can appear in these crates, as well as all of the existing premium ships that you can buy in the tech tree, and that are either on sale in the premium shop or have been on sale in the premium shop, like the Belfast, the Missouri, the Mikhail Kutuzov, they're all eligible to drop inside these crates, as well as the free XP ships like the Missouri. So that obviously also includes the Musashi, the Kronstadt, and the Nelson. So unless I'm very much mistaken, and it wouldn't be the first time, but what appears to be going on with these crates is, aside from all of the signal flags, New Year streamer camo skins, gold and coal that can drop inside the crates, when it comes to the ships, there are actually two separate lists of ships. And I'm pretty sure that what's happening with all these Monaghans that I keep getting, it's because each time you see me get a USS Monaghan, that could have been a Kamikaze, a Gremiashi, a Belfast, a Kutuzov, a Missouri, a Julio Cesare, or an Imperator Nikolai. But since I already have all of those ships, and there are no other ships on that list available for me to get because I've got them all, instead it's just picking the USS Monaghan as a sort of consolation prize and giving me the gold value of that, as well as the 10-point captain and the port slot. But remember, there are two different lists of ships available. There's the short list of ultra-rare ships, and then there's the big list of 56 separate premium and free XP ships. And regardless of which ships from which list you do and don't have, if you get a ship drop from either of the lists and you already have that ship, it replaces your crate with a super container and gives you one of the ships that you don't have. So while I already had all of the ultra rare ships that could have dropped, like the Missouri, the Belfast, the Kutuzov, in which case it was just giving me the gold value of a USS Monaghan. But what's happened here is that I've earned a ship from the second list of ships, the 56 premium and free XP ships, and since I have 55 of those anyway, the only other ship it could give me was the one I didn't have, the Kronstadt, the Tier 9 750,000 free XP Soviet heavy cruiser. Very heavy cruiser, technically a battle cruiser. Anyway, we've blown through all of the huge crates now, there were 20 of those, and we're working our way through the 20 large Santa crates. Now the contents of these crates are pretty much exactly the same as what you can expect to receive in the huge crates, you just get slightly less of them. And there's a slightly lower chance in the large crates that you're going to get one of the ultra rare premiums or one of the ships from the 56 premium and free XP ships. But you still have a chance. In fact, you're going to see a couple more Monaghans appearing, which would indicate that, oh look, you've already got it. Fine, just have the gold value of a Monaghan instead. So I'm likely to be doing extremely well as far as gold is concerned at the end of this unboxing. But remember, every time you see a Monaghan pop up, it could have been a Missouri. It could have been an Alabama, it could have been a Key, it could have been a Otago, it could have been a Kronstadt. Hell, it was a Kronstadt. It could have been a Masashi. Actually, it turns out I haven't been completely straight with you. I've just double-checked the list of potential ship drops that you could get from one of these crates. And it's not, certainly the big list of 56 premiums and free XP ships, it's not actually every single premium and free XP ship that's ever been released for World of Warships. It's only yeah, it's only the tier 5, 6, 7, 8s and 9s. So no Yubari because it's tier 4, no Mikasa because it's tier 2, no Diana, ships like that. None of the tier 2, 3 or 4 premiums, which I suppose isn't really a bad thing because it means anything that can drop is going to be worth substantially more to you. Also, it turns out that I actually got something wrong with regards to the Kronstadt that I just got in the super container from earlier. What, Jingles? You got something wrong? Colour me surprised. Yeah. Nobody likes a smart ass. Turns out I actually got luckier with the Kronstadt than I realised. I mean, at the time I thought that it was the only premium or free XP ship that I didn't already have, and so the game had no choice but to give it to me as soon as one of the ships from that list dropped. But there is actually another. It's tier 5, it's Russian, and it's absolutely terrible, which is the reason why... There it is! Yeah, I'd forgotten I didn't have it. There it is, the Krasny Krim. Why didn't you have it, Jingles? Because it's terrible. Why is it terrible? Because it's a Svetlana. It's exactly the same as the Svetlana, except it's got tier 5 matchmaking. The Svetlana's tier 4. Anyway. Well, now I've got it. Yay. So now I do have all 56 of the tier 5 and higher premium or free XP ships available in World of Warships. And this is our last large container. From here on in, we're down to the regular old Santa crates. Now these ones are obviously going to be a lot cheaper, although I don't actually know the prices of these things yet. I haven't got a clue how much you can expect to pay for the huge, large or regular Santa crates. In fact, to be completely honest, by the time this video is up, you'll probably already know because the news will be out on the World of Warships portal. And you'll probably already be able to buy them. As you can see, the regular crates, they don't quite have exactly the same loot list as the large and huge crates, although they do have the same lists of ships that are available to drop, including the 56 that I keep going on about, and the shorter list of extremely rare ships like the Missouri, the Belfast, the Kutuzov, and so on and so on. Although obviously, cheaper crates, you get a lower chance of getting one of those kind of loot drops, but most of the other stuff is also available in these small crates. They have a more limited selection of signal flags, but other than that you can still get gold, free XP, coal, just in lower quantities. I did actually get another ship drop from, well, I don't know what it was, because I already have them all now, don't I? So instead it just gave me the gold value of yet another Monaghan, and yet another 10-point captain at port slot. But I'm sure you get the general idea by now. So the one final thing that I did want to do in this little bonus feature was to show you exactly what that New Year streamer camo pattern looked like, and I idea to have a new ship. Well, I've got two, but we're not going to count the Krasny Krim because it's terrible. So we're going to whip out our Kronstadt, stick the new camo pattern on it so you can all see what it looks like. There it is, those are the stats, and that's what it looks like. Well, not that, yes. I have to admit, I am slightly relieved because last year's Christmas and New Year camo pattern, the Frosty Fir Tree, that god-awful puke green, just... I ended up with hundreds of those things last year, and I think I sold most of them. It wasn't that they had bad stats, the stats were actually quite good. They were as good as this year's, but holy shit, it made my eyes bleed just looking at it, so no thank you, I'll take the credits value instead. So, that's it. That was a lot of crates, but I think I've done alright. One rather swanky new Tier 9 Soviet cruiser, 180 of the new camo patterns, and numerous other ship jobs that, well, I already had, so they were converted to gold, which means I'm around about 22,000 gold better off as well. It's good to be a gnome. Now, if all of you fine folk will excuse me, I have to get back to the secret underground lair where I'll be doing lines of the finest Colombian nose candy off the backs of $5,000 Russian hookers. What? That's the kind of life we YouTubers lead. Take care, folks, and I'll catch you next time.